and Cistahood are running a festive drive to collect food for musicians who are struggling in this season of happiness. Parcels can be dropped off at the Downtown Music Hub, but here to tell us more about it is Nozy Nguse, the president of the Cistahood, a women in arts organization, and Molepo, who is the project manager for Beat Hunger. But also related to our conversation is a meeting that President Cyril Ramaphosa had with members of a dialogue with the creative arts industry in Johannesburg last night. And Nozy, you were able to contribute to that dialogue. Tell us what happened.
For women, the neglected people, I raised issues for women to be acknowledged by the president. How? They don't have homes. They are homeless, especially abo Nomuntu Kapa, abo Messi Pakela. I'm talking about Mandisa Dlanga, abo Zizi Congo. Those are people who fought for oppression during those days, my 80s. So as young as we were backing them, we requested the president to look into the project that we are establishing.
Yeah.
And we requested the president to acknowledge all those legends by putting one of the representatives, Gube Umfazi, we parliament. So by that,
only one though.
We don't have any, unfortunately.
So you were representing your organization, Cistahood, and talking about women.
Yes.
But the conversation was generally about people in the creative space.
Yes.
And you were lamenting earlier on, saying that it's unfortunate that the different sectors of the creative space have different challenges. How was that sorted out?
It was not sorted out. The president said we will continue with the dialogues, but we requested musicians must be have
one voice.
One voice, dancers, actors, film, because it was mixed up.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted to raise issues. So we asked the president, we requested the president to give us time to divide all the sectors, and they must just express their feelings.
Obviously, it's a start. Are people in the creative space encouraged by this opening up of conversation?
The president, for the first time, meeting artists, he made an example by Adama Fugate when they were in the same room where they were acknowledged, being given AMA awards.
Yeah.
Like Ada was asking the president asked Ada, who are you? Ada said, you don't know me. And he was like, the president was like, oh, okay.
Let's clarify, is this yesterday?
Yeah, he was just sharing with us the joke. For us to understand that he didn't know some of the people in the industry.
Yeah.
He see people on TV, but he doesn't recognize
and
people.
That's a big problem, isn't it? But another big problem we have, Abutsoli, is the plight of musicians. And you talking about this in terms of Beat Hunger, to say let's come together for the festive season, those who can, bring together some food for musicians. Why is there such a need? How did you start Beat Hunger?
You know, it's said that we'll be celebrating in December. People will be having fun, and it's time, you know, in most of the time, Christmas is time for giving. And we know that a lot of artists die poor. So, and we have identified those artists, especially some of them that have died poor. We know that their families now in December, some they stay for a few days without eating. But we said, since our industry doesn't have that much money, but if we could ask for donations so that these people can get some help, that would be great.
Tell us about Molepo and his involvement in this space, because you're one of those unsung heroes in the background who do so much for the artistic space.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a musician myself. I went to school, studied music, but I ended up, I used to perform with artists like Abo Ali Ket those days. But I decided to be at the back because I didn't want to be a celebrity. So I decided to help artists, and then I worked with artists like Moses Muleleka, discovered Jonina, discovered Lebu Matosa. You know, I worked with Mduma Silela, I was managing Brenda Fassi, and the list is endless. I managed Mzwake Mbuli, and also discovered Deborah Fraser, and she did a gospel album. Yes, but I've seen the struggling of the artists. I said, I cannot fold my arms and leave these people as they are, because they become famous. And then psychologically, you can understand that you used to have a car, you used to have a beautiful house, you used to live a certain life, and suddenly everything has just changed. And you become, that's what Double HP also was, because if you go to the government, especially the Department of Arts and Culture, they don't have a lot of budget for artists. But on the other hand, even if they do have the budget, they don't usually fund the arts. I don't know if it's because of the budget and the like. So you find that artists cannot get help in terms of events and things like those. So it's like nobody's booking them for events and do something that they know best. I said, at least if we could just get people who could help us with donation of food, that will help.
This call is for help, but you've been in this industry long enough to have put some kind of thought into what can be done to convince corporates to take artists seriously, to pay them well, to make sure that as much as we enjoy dancing to their music, we also sustain their livelihoods. Yes. What can be done?
The best thing to do that is to empower, because some of the musicians, we're not the same. There are those musicians that are business-minded. There are those that are just creative. They want to go on stage and sing. They want to go to the studio and record. That's an important difference. And then you identify those that are musicians and business side. You give them funding in order for them, because of, as a corporate or government, you cannot do it, because of, you understand, in the government it's politically it's a political appointment. It's somebody who doesn't know much about the arts. So what you do, you identify those artists that, like Arthur, those are business people. You identify them, you give them funding, and they know with that particular fund of, or Cistahood. Yeah. Nozy has been experienced for some time. You give them the money, then they could be making events, so that they could make events even throughout our neighboring countries. So we'll be having artists being busy throughout the year, and artists will never be hungry again.
Nozy, tell us about the work of Cistahood.
Okay. Sisterhood.
I'm sorry, I know you said when are you in Sisterhood
is trading. Trade means a lot of things. Transformation, radically. We talk about so many things that are happening around women issues. As we are celebrating Mam Albert Sisulu, no Mama Charlotte. We saw the need, Charlotte. We saw the need of women to be acknowledged. How do we do that? We invited Brasoli.
Yeah.
Our members, we had 2 members who died last year, Brown and Mpumi. They were his sisterhood. No, Brown, he was our sound engineer.
Oh, okay.
It's not Brown
okay.
Dash. And Mpumi Kuzwayo from KZN. Mpumi left 2 children. The other one is disabled. The other one is okay. And Brown left the wife with a kid. During our launch, we bought some school uniforms for them. We honored neglected artists like Intombi Zesimanje Manje. Yeah. We honored Tonic Pala, who used to work for Lucky Dube. Mandisa Dlanga, who is working with Chuluga. Nomuntu Kaba, who is homeless as we speak.
Yeah.
Intombi Zesimanje Manje, Umam Jane Lamini. Ama challenges, abafazi. But they don't talk about people in the art.
Yeah.
We saw
a person
those
like Mandisa, everybody thinks she's okay.
She's not okay.
Yeah.
Like you see those 2 women, young women, Abaz Lahlele Guma pastors. Those are artists. They came from home.
They have said they wanted to sing.
They wanted to sing. They ended up in the church, being abused.
Yeah.
Tina Sitin as women. That's when we have to challenge all those people. And ngiyacela, I'm pleading to all African leaders, we religious. They must teach our young women, especially Ubab Khadebe, Prophet Khadebe, we are talent. every time when he teaches youth, ukuthi listen, the industry is huge, but bigger. When we learn things from religious education, from Ubabu Khateb, thina siyambuka kwi TV, thina siyamlandela. Izinto azenzayo namanye ama-African leaders ukurestore i-religion. The religion that we've been taught about manje, ayisilahlele emuva. We are not going back to that religion esiyizwile. Le ihamba nenkolo yethu as Africans. So all those women, abancane, young women abakhulayo, mabengalandela the restoration of the Africans, bazoyithola. You can't just jump uzulahle. Sweetheart, as sisterhood, we will make sure that we engage with Obabu Khateb. Sihambe nabo bafundise labantwana. Siyabafundisa ngathi. Mina always when I motivate, I say vala lapha vule la. Uvala lapha ngeke ngimusho, but you understand.
We understand completely.
As a young woman, you can't go to the promoter uyozilahlela kwi promoter because ufuna imali. We Nugget Street, we discovered 6.
I'm just going back to that message yakho. Usharon Uti, when she went to that church for the first time, and that's partly why she went back to the church. And what forced Uti.
It takes you back to the family. How you grew up as a young woman. If ukhule ngendlela yokuhlupheka, but you didn't learn the right things in life. And awuzange uzihlanganise lezi zinto, because khona manje I see the blonde, the glamour, what you guys are mamela. So you guys abantwana mabenibuka as a celebrity. Yes, Lavi. If there is these young women, mamas babenbuka, bafuna standard, ukuba same WhatsApp group. Nani. Into ezoba enda piece lapho, uzothi nami ngifuna ukucover, mayeza umuntu wesilisa athi na 20,000. Kade desperate, engazange afundiswe. Leyo nto uzomenza lale.
Who are the artists enifuna ukubanceda with this event?
Okay. Uzizi Congo, usesekunda. Unomuntu Kapa. Messi Pakela, Utonic Pala.
I grew up in the same street, Nomuntu Kap.
Thank you. She's homeless right now. We are trying all by means Uguti Abe right. She's homeless. Fortunately so, the MEC, Faith Mazibuko, I submitted the list. She's working on this accommodation, including me. I'm homeless. I was evicted in my house. So nami ngizibale lapho. If I'll be mina 7 and uNkulunkulu wangenza ngayi 7 and I'll fight for women until ngiyashona, because if when I said to President Ramaphosa izolo ngithi Woolworths sithola igama elisha lakhe Woolworths ngoba angiyazi bathi ngendlela petrol ukhuphuka ngakhona yabona nje istate sakhe si expensive. Expensive nje. Uyangixolela president wherever you are, but you are expensive, bruh. Inje hayi thuma mina iyadura, hayidure nakuthina ke akasinike esikufunayo. As women sibancane ngithi sifunde koMessi. Njoba sibaphusha, we are pushing them with this dad. Sesimbiza ubaba we-sisterhood, because I worked with him. Ngisabhekho Patricia Majalisa, ngisabhekho Jonina. Mina ngiqale i-showbiz ngo-1986 ngisenza iSarafina. Back then we were fighting for freedom esingakayitholi namanje ezabafazi. Mina ngangilwa umhlaba wonke ngilwela inkululeko lesingakayitholi thina abafazi. That's why I want the representative kwi-government yama-artist umfazi. Uthi uLwethu ngifuna wena eceleni kwami ke. Maya ngifuna eceleni kwakhe angazi ukuthi ngifuna eceleni kanjani, because I won't do these things ezenziwayo mina. I'm not political.
Putsoli. Hi. Just take us through that sense in the studio when you're creating a hit song, Patricia Majalisa, and the whole nation dances to the song. but the artist is poor. It doesn't make sense.
Definitely. You know, there is nothing more powerful than a hit whose time has come. When that hit is there, that's raving the whole country. Have you heard about Idibala? That's what used to happen.
The other day, one of our viewers challenged me and my co-anchor to Idibala on set, and we're like, we're not going that far.
Yeah, it is. Because when the time of an artist has come and do that, you know, artists to find out that they can make you happy, they can make you jump, but through the song, they can make you cry. It shows how powerful the artists are. But the very same people that make all these things that makes us happy, we don't take care of them. You know, the SABC itself, for them to get mileage in terms of advertisement, they need the music, they need the artist. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, SABC spend more time playing overseas music.
You spoke earlier about that business streak that other artists have. Are you finding that the younger generation of artists are connected to that, where they're talented, but they also want to look at how they can monetize their craft?
Yeah, they are better than, remember the kind of schooling that they get. It's far better than the kind of schooling of all the artists we are talking about that they got. So the younger generations are better, though they still need to be mentored. We need to mentor them to know how to make it in the industry in a big way.
So Nozy, in your work at Cistahood, do you incorporate the knowledge of the older generation with the skills that are being brought in by the younger ones?
I'm happy you touched that point. The proposal that I had that is still not approved. Artists in schools, those legends like him, to educate in schools. Labantwana laba esikhula nabo, laba bakhula emva kwethu. If they fuse music wabo no music wakudala, sikhipha cream lapho. Bona bayeki boom boom boom, that's it. Sifuna into ezohlala. If uthi ayashisa amadeki, this is not my size, that was long time ago. If you fuse it with music wanamhlanje, we are creating a job here, youth and the legends.
What are the important societal issues that musicians should be talking and singing about now?
We have to fuse it. We have to fuse culture.
Abo Chico bebakhuluma ngabo Mandela, mara bayibize Manelo, mara niyazi ukuthi ukhuluma ngani. Mele kukhulunywe ngani manje?
Khona manje sithi, give me the sign. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm being told to wrap the interview up, which is unfortunate because I've totally enjoyed having you here. Let's talk about the dates, the times, the places where people should go, and what kind of products they should bring through.
Parcels or me?
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's you.
On the 11th, on the 11th of December, in Downtown Music Hub, sizobe sihenda to the veterans. But iqalile leyo ukuthi balethe. The drive has been started 2 weeks back.
An artist who's struggling, watching from the Eastern Cape or watching from Bloemfontein and thinking, how will I get there?
Kusho ukuthi bona they can communicate.
Get in touch with Sisterhood.
They can communicate with us. My number is 082 9666 500. This is nationwide. But angithi mayisaqala umntana mayisakhula uyaqala ungamcathulisa. Whoever.
And it also depends ukuthi abantu bazolethwa kungakanani.
Exactly.
But you're not only talking to musicians, are you?
Everybody.
All
already
artists.
we've got some, like we've got 55
on your list.
It says Zile already Z55.
Oh, fantastic.
Food parcel already. And we are talking about private companies.
So you have support.
Exactly.
That's
why I said the president. The president must come with a truck. But we understand. I understand. Brenda washona washiya mina. Brenda first washona ngamncela.
We have to wrap it up. Nozy Nguse, thank you so much for the amazing work you're doing at Cistahood. It's been such an honor to see you. I haven't seen you in such a long while.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for making it through.
Thank you, my dear.
Okay, let's take a break for now.